Welcome to our live streams. This is where the grown-ups trade. No hype, no flexing, no TikTok guru nonsense. Just focus, discipline, and respect for the craft. Here we trade gold, the oldest store of value on Earth, at the precision scalping level. That's where trading gets real. Where a single tick too early or too late decides everything. It's the hardest style of trading there is. And the highest form, too. Because it demands mastery of mind, structure, and emotion. Execution over ego. Reaction over prediction. Can it be the most lucrative? Yes, but only for those who earn it. There are no shortcuts here. You can't fake discipline at 10-second speed. Most gurus out there sell you dreams from their demo accounts. We build traders who can survive the market on their own terms. We don't promise easy wins. We teach you how to build a system that doesn't break when you do. If you're here, you already know what that takes. Courage, grit, gumption, the willingness to get punched in the face by uncertainty and still show up tomorrow with your rules intact. Because precision scalping isn't just a trading style, it's a mirror. It shows you who you are under pressure, and it forces you to get better, not just as a trader, but as a person. The focus you build here, the emotional control, the ability to act without hesitation, those are life skills. They translate everywhere. So welcome to the Barcelona Trader, where we practice the hardest craft in markets and one of the most rewarding in life. Let's get to work.
Good morning. Good morning. It is May 18th. It is 7:41 a.m. and we're here to trade some gold, trade on the New York session. So why does my stats panel say Asia? Let's change that right now. Okay. A new week. Last week we stopped doing live streams because we were testing a new indicator that that Tono built, and we really wanted to test it in the markets live, not back testing, and you know, because we trade on the 10-second chart, we want to see it as it's moving. So we really needed to stop streaming, stop teaching, so that we could ourselves calibrate and make sure that our indicator was doing what we were hoping that it would do. And I think we're there. So this is really simplified things. You can see it here on my screen a little bit, but we'll come back to that. Let's change the vibe here a little bit. There we go. A little smooth jazz. And let's see, let's make sure everything else is working here before I flip away from this screen. Okay. Well, let's see where things stand. Gold making a big move here, really big move. When I sat down here, we were inside this rectangle. That's where I like to put price in a box right at the beginning of the day. And we have taken a trip up from there, from the top of that box, which is 45.40. We are now up to the MM2, which is 45.65. That was a 15 pip move in just a matter of a few minutes there. All right, well, those were not our pips. Our session does not officially begin until 8 a.m. Sometimes when a big move happens before your session starts, you just gotta accept that you're gonna wait a little bit longer for the next big move. Or sometimes, especially in the summer months, it might not come again. But you know, you can't you're not going to be at your screen for every big move. You can't plan your life around that. Your trading window is your trading window. I'm talking about me. If you're, if you want to trade the way I do, which is not financial advice. Everybody's different. Some people, if you're a swing trader, you're checking, your trades every few hours or whatever and making your adjustments. But the way we do it, we come here, we sit down, we trade for the time that we're here, and then we go live our lives. All right. So anyway, what you're looking at here is a 1 minute chart. Let's actually bring it over here to the 15 minutes so we can look at it with a little bit more structure here. Okay. So this vertical turquoise line is where the market opened last night, New York time, 6 p.m. Price, after jostling around here for a little while, around 7 p.m. decided that it was going to begin tanking, and it tanked all the way down to 44.80, spiked down to the DS1, and that happened about 8:45 p.m. New York time, and then began the uptrend. The uptrend ended, I would say right about midnight, back up to where we started from, and continued sideways from there until the London market, where it hit the high of the day, pushed up through the point of control to the look where we are now. Actually, this is one of the trades that we're kind of looking for right here, which is a pull. After we push up, get a little bit of a pullback, and then another impulse up. Problem is, we are heavily into resistance here now. Actually, if we look here on this chart right here, prices come up right into this red zone right here, and the daily pivot point is up here. But this is a big, a lot of orders right here. It's gonna make it hard for price to push up through there. Okay, well, that was a huge move. Probably not going to see another 15 pip move this morning. I wonder what that was. If there was a, we better open Truth Social, right? You never know. Let's see what just got tweeted or posted. Greek energy minister, Trump's trademark move with allies and adversaries alike is energy diplomacy. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, we know that nothing was, he hasn't posted anything for the past 14 hours, it looks like. So yippee-ki-yay. Although that means we're due. It's like earthquakes. Let's see. All right, let's get the Zoom room open. Wow, running a lot of things here. There we go. Now we have Zoom room open. Make sure we got our brokers open. Let's get through our pre-session checklist, why don't we? This is something I just started recently, so right now it's still more of a, still testing this out. All right, let's see here. See where we have the dollar and the yields. Well, look at that. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the dollar took a dive here at the same time that gold shot up. That makes sense. Of course, we could have seen that on the home page. We were watching it right here. This is our dollar index, the DXY right down here. So on top, we have the spot gold on 1 minute, and here in the middle, we have gold futures on the 10-second. Over here on the far right, we have the Renko. This one that I'm moving up and down right here. This one is part of MT4 moves, but the Renko moves based on price, not on time. And then down here we have the FX Blue relative currency strength, the dollar showing greater weakness over gold, meaning that we should be in an uptrend for gold, but we see the dollar is coming up, so that's pushing gold down. A lot of different factors weighing on gold today. I think, you know, this is kind of probably going to be a bit of a choppy day. VIX coming down. How about the gold volatility index? Kind of hovering still right there. Okay. All right. Let's see. DXY checked. Yields checked. Let's do that. I mean, I did glance at it, but let's just consciously register it. Yields have been coming down, but in the last few minutes coming up. It's not really telling us anything. These two, the yields and the dollar are behaving similarly. We can see that. They've been coming up for the last few minutes. So gold coming down for the last few minutes. Yeah, these are correlated right now, so that's good to know. Okay, so usually they are, but sometimes they're more correlated than other times. It's the real yield. 4.6. Pivots marked. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I just needed to get through my little checklist there. All right. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay. I keep saying that. Saying it like we're going to get started. And we don't get started. Okay, we're going to set our things here. So we're alerted 1 minute before 8 o'clock, 1 minute before 8:20 when COMEX opens, 1 minute before 8:30 when we have news, just before 9, and before 9:30. and just before 10. All right, let's turn our alerts on so that we are getting an alert whenever we get a buy or a sell signal. Let's see that we just had a sell signal a little while ago here. We're about to hit TP1. And we don't officially get started until 8 o'clock, but at this point, volume's coming in, things are starting to move. We'll take a trade if we see it. Seeing a little pressure build up here to the downside. All right, that was a sell signal. That beep that you heard, but I'm not quite ready to trade yet. Just gonna feel my way into this. All right, we did not take that sell, and that was good. Did not pan out, and things were not aligning. We see gold here has a greater relative strength than the dollar, so I think the music's a little loud, isn't it? Or no, that's just my headphones. Yeah, probably just my headphones. Okay. I'll turn it down just a tad. All right. Yeah, I guess the big question of the day is if we look at things here on a 1 hour chart and bring things down here onto the screen. Okay, so this line up here, this thick kind of yellowish line up here represents last week's high of the week. This blue line down here represents last week's low of the week, which occurred on Friday. So the question is, we've kind of, if you look at it on this scale of things, we've kind of consolidated maybe a little bit of a bear flag here. The question is now, do we keep coming down? Or is this kind of a bottom and we're going to bounce and come up? That's the question for this week, I guess. But right now we've got about 40 seconds to go for 8 o'clock. So let's go back to our smaller time frames. There we have a signal. So we're not going to take any signal this close to 8 o'clock. But for what it's worth, that's a sell signal, and it looks like it will play out. Going right into some support though. There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, 8 o'clock. Well, I can probably take that right through that support and down to TP1 maybe. Let the algorithms fight that out. We're not going to take that. Not quite enough strength, not quite enough sell pressure to break through the floor, it looks like. If we look at this here on a 1 minute, see our session got started here officially, at 8 o'clock, but both of these trades were good trades to take if you were at your desk and saw those coming. We're sitting down here, so didn't take those. But notice that here on the 5-minute chart, it spiked up into this area of bull volume right here. As soon as it hit that, came down. So we do know that that is a valid bull volume zone. It is sitting right below the daily pivot. So I don't know. I mean, maybe if it gets through that, clearly if it gets through that, it has a better chance of getting through the daily pivot. But we're constrained on the upside, perhaps a little bit more than we are on the downside, given that the overall trend on the 1 hour is bearish. Okay? So, obviously. So again, like I said, the question for this week, or maybe today, or whenever, is, we're at a kind of an indecision point right here. Do we continue downward or do we go up?
Morning.
Good morning, Tono. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Okay. How was your weekend?
It was good. I just kind of chilled out this weekend.
Yeah, I
Just
got
get
your
my
note.
truck
You said you didn't feel productive because you couldn't trade.
Yeah, man. It was like I was really like I get bored on the weekends, man. Even not trading that 1 hour. Just
Yeah.
you feel counterproductive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what we're looking at here. It's gonna be one of them days, I think.
Overall, we're in a downtrend here,
Yeah.
but we had a move up. There's our sell signal right there. But we're sitting on a little support on the 1 minute. I've probably been here long enough. I feel comfortable taking it if we push through this support, but not if we don't.
Okay.
But if you're just sitting down, you might want to get a little more feel for the market.
Yeah. Thinking we can break above 65, we're going back up. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah. Agreed.
65.70. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Friday's value area high is 78, so maybe that, just above the daily pivot.
Yeah, I think that's what's holding it down.
Well, there's the MM2 also, which we spiked into.
Yeah.
Just now.
It might be one of those just wait and see days.
I think we have news at 8:30 though.
I didn't see any news today.
No? Let me see.
Oh, that's tomorrow 8:30.
What day is today? Today's. I had it in the wrong week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, housing market index at 10, but that's a yellow folder. Right.
Yeah, that candle was that signal wasn't quite right.
No, but I,
No
as
rush.
as I'm getting a feel for the indicator,
Hmm.
I don't know I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but when it misfires, like
Right.
I kind of get it. I get why it fired, but I also get why I shouldn't take the trade. You
That's
know,
that's that's important.
yeah, yeah. Because it's not lying to you. It's telling you, no, there's momentum in this direction right now, and according to my criteria, I have to fire. But it doesn't know that you're, that it's telling you to sell right into support, or that,
Right.
that this is exactly where it turned around last time, or whatever. I guess that's the same thing.
Exactly. And that's because the support indicator is separate from this indicator. So it's giving you
Yeah.
double confirmation, or it's giving you conflicting confirmation for you to sit on your hands.
Right. Exactly.
I did crazy last night. I did over like $1,300 just messing
Wow.
around. Just I placed a couple more trades, and I figured
Yeah.
I'd get it
Well,
while it
starting
was
right there
giving
at
it to me.
yeah, they're starting there at 8 o'clock. It looked like, I mean, I don't know how it was looking on the micro scale, but on the 5 and the 15-minute chart, that looks really good.
Yeah. You look on the 5-minute chart, you see the top of the market at the bull volume at 65, and the bottom of the market is almost at the bear volume. And the bottom of the market is almost at the bull volume.
Oh, yep,
So,
yep, yep. And
right.
yep. And it looks like if you're gonna put a precise line on it, it spiked to the MM2,
Hmm.
spiked up, and it spiked down to the Sunday open, which was 45.29, and that also happens to be the VWAP point of control.
Yep.
We're looking for a sell here, I think. Maybe not. This is Tono on the saxophone, everyone.
Yeah, right. I don't think there's anything to take right now. I think we just wait and see.
Yeah, yeah.
If we wait for that same momentum, it went up to 67, 45, 67. That's what we're looking for. A real run. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a buy signal. We're right at the point of control. Right at a swing high on the 1 minute.
Yep.
It's weird, you know, the hourly chart is clearly in a downtrend, but we also maybe, you know, because it bottomed out there at 44.80, which essentially was on the 15 minute was a wick. That's essentially bottoming out at 4,500. So we're, what was I saying? I was going somewhere with that. I don't remember what I was saying about that. It'll come back to me.
Kind of stuck between like 45.50 to 45.60.
Yeah.
It needs an economic move, man. Something that's going to tweet anything. Something.
Yeah,
That's,
I have Truth Social open. He hasn't posted anything for 14 hours, so he might be at Walter Reed. Who knows?
mm.
One can hope.
Just look at the 1 minute Hakanashi chart and you see there's nothing, absolutely nothing going on.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. From the start of the session, 8 o'clock, it's moved from, I guess it spiked down to 47 and spiked up to 50, 56.
Yeah. Where's the futures market right now?
What's happening? Market is at 45.57.
67. Okay.
About $3 more expensive.
Are you using the indicator on the futures or the XAU?
Futures.
Futures, okay.
Yeah, look at that 1 minute. It's just,
Yeah.
just little pin bars the whole way.
Then we go buy a new car this week, man. I was gonna do it this weekend, but I kept myself from doing it.
What was my wife told me that her dad has a Tesla and a Lucid.
Oh, Lucid, yeah.
And she drove the Lucid, and she said that was a nice experience.
Yeah. I really like the Lucid. They're expensive, but they haven't convinced me that they're going to be around yet.
Mm,
They had
yeah.
a couple of issues. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they almost went out.
Oh.
So I don't want to be stuck with a car where the manufacturer's no longer in business.
Right.
You know? Oh, we got something here.
Yep, that's 8:16. That weird. Nothing going on as far as I know. No tweet. All right, we got a sell signal there. It's almost already at TP1.
Yeah. Sell my hedge.
You were in a trade?
I'm in a trade, yeah, from last week. I'm in this buy trade, and I'm still in and out of hedges.
Yeah.
So if you hear me going into trades, then not for you to get from that protection.
Yeah. All right, so it did not make it to TP1 before pulling back. We were sitting on support on the 1 minute Hakanashi right here. And that support held.
It's really weird. I might have to tweak the futures chart indicator, because my sell came in. I not only hit TP1, I hit TP2.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. And it stopped at the swing high.
Swing low.
Swing low.
Yeah, but the swing low on my chart is right before TP1.
Mine is under TP2.
Huh. Interesting.
So I'm going to I'll spend the afternoon tweaking it a little bit to see if I missed something on the futures. All right.
Yeah, I want to say yes. You know, do what you got to do.
But you're good.
Yeah, like I'm just getting used to how this thing works.
All right, maybe I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone for you. You don't need any extra.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I'll leave it alone.
It's your indicator. You do what you got to do.
No, as long as it's working for you, if you're comfortable with it, it's good. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe that's just how it is with futures. You know, futures moves a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So it didn't, you know.
And it doesn't move exactly the same. So it'll move 1 or 2 pips.
Right.
You know, less or more.
So I'm back at TP2 again.
All right. We've got a 1 minute for COMEX open. Also, on the strength differential, we still have gold stronger than the dollar. It's trying to push through this support on the 1 minute.
You have gold stronger than the dollar?
Right down here on FX Blue, I have gold.
Hold on, let me get my FX Blue right, because this don't make sense. Let me see.
This is looking like it's going to push through, but we've got 15 seconds for the COMEX open. So I don't want to take this trade and then have it go the other direction. 5 seconds. 8:20 right there. Yep, there it goes, pushing through.
Yep.
And there's our sell signal. But the move's getting a little, it's a little weak.
It's very weak.
All right, 8:21, almost 8:22.
Are we on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you want to say something racist to me?
No.
All right, that is a buy signal. I don't think we're going to take that. We're going right into resistance now.
Yeah.
A little boring.
Yeah. Slow grind.
Yeah. Got 4 minutes for 8:30. But yeah, here on the 1 minute, just been ranging. Better than it was there for a minute, but still not really doing anything. Got a buy signal.
Okay.
Going right into resistance on the 1 minute Hakanashi, so I'm gonna wait. There's a swing high right there on the 10-second. Looks like it's all about the same. And then point of control.
Two minutes, stay 30.
Yep. One minute for 8:30. There is no news at 8:30. One of those days where it makes its moves in that 1 minute between that 1 minute no trade zone.
Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8:30. All right, let's see here. Just been ranging in a really tight range here for the last, well, since 8 o'clock, for the last 31 minutes. Waiting for it to tell us what it wants to do. Yeah, we're trading gold. There's a buy signal.
And I didn't get the buy.
Yeah. Okay. Looking a little more alive. Yep, that's TP1 right there on mine, yep. But that buy was a little stale. Well, I guess not. We just got that buy. Did you take it? Oh. There we are. Oh, wow. And I guess it was. Well, I don't have this stretched out enough. There we go. All right, so looking for maybe a pullback to 55 and then a long back up. Right. Pull back to 55 and then maybe a run up to 65. That'd be great. At least back to 57. Yeah, look at the resistance on the daily pivot chart. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here's our little pullback. another buy signal, but it's just there's just too much resistance above us for me to want to take it. What do you think? We're one pip away from the MM2. Yeah. Well, if you have the appetite, go for it. Yeah. 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 Might want to stretch to the daily pivot. I don't know. Or it's just going to keep grinding up. I hate that because, you know, but you look back and it's like, wow, this was really moved a lot, but it was just grinding the whole time. But, you know, grinds without you. I should have been more greedy last night. Yeah. And I'm going to pretend like I just took a sell. Come on, go down, go down, go down. Okay. I'm a little bit in profit right now. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretend sell. I didn't actually press any buttons. Oh, now it's gone against me. Okay. I guess I kind of already have a bias because I think, well, there's not really anything that can make me buy into the you know, into the daily pivot and into this resistance. Yeah. And a buy signal. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Okay, here's my boom boom stick. I need some boom boom. I think I will take this one. We're getting up above this. There's a couple of pips here to be had, I think. Yeah. It's a bare volume on the 1 minute, so I'm just being a little cautious with that. Significant strength differential, though, now between the dollar and gold. I think I'll go. I was entering a little premature, and I think a little bit out of boredom that I just wanted to take a trade. But I think the signal was good enough that this is going to keep coming down a little bit here. Yeah. Take that. I think $80. Let me see. I forgot to write down because I still have my balance on here from last night. Let's see. 264. Oops. $78. All right. Journaled. I'm on to trade number 2. Coming back up to touch the MM2, maybe to see if that's resistance there. For it to come back down a little farther. Or is it going to go back up and retest the highs? One minute for 9 a.m. Looks like it's trying to go back up here. Violently. What just happened? Did we get a tweet? No? Yeah. Hit TP1, but the entry was just too fast. And it's on its way to TP2. A little dancy for a Monday morning. Okay, we're at 9:01 right now. So that was the 9 o'clock move. Oh, okay. Out of Walter Reed. He just posted something. Nothing newsworthy, but he did just post something. So maybe the fact that it was the first sign of life in 14 hours caused the market to jump a little bit, or it was a pre-timed tweet to go out at 9 a.m. Back to the MM2. Piercing through it. Hitting some support on the 1 minute Hakanashi. More volume coming into the market, getting a little more lively. Okay, we did hit take profit 2, but if you missed it, now you're about to get stopped out. I'll be right back. Uh-oh. Posted again. Oh, good grief. He's just posting news articles. Like, yesterday he was posting pictures of himself, like these really grandiose pictures of himself, like AI generated of him, like launching laser weapons and nuclear weapons on our enemies. And by enemies, I mean Western Europe. I mean, I don't know. I'm making that up. But the pictures of him were like that. Let me see if I could find them. I'm going to send you some of the stuff that he posted of himself. Okay. Right. Right. Yeah. 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 Yep. Me too. That's a mild word for it. Hopefully we'll look back at this period and say, man, that Donald Trump decade was really annoying. Yeah. 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 Well, a poll came out that he has a 28% approval rating and a 58% disapproval rating. So he's like 20 points underwater right now. But there's still 28% of the country that approves of him. Okay, we just had a sell signal right there. I'm liking it, except our strength differential is stronger for the dollar, but in the short term, we have high time frame bear and this time frame bear, so if we push through this bottom, that might be a valid sell, but right now, no, just hit the stop loss. Okay, the hypothetical stop loss. I didn't enter that trade, neither did you, right, Tono? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So you're managing a hedge right now. Where's your buy and your sell? $45.60. 45.68. Oh. Oh wow, so that's like you like a oh, not a about 40 pips or something like that, right? Or you 50 pips? Right. 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 Including last night or wow, that's amazing. Nice. Nice. I am at 78. That's the only trade I took. You know. But I'm gonna give it a little while longer. You know, stick around until after 10. Well, I guess it gives me, I'll stick around until it gives me another good trade. And if I lose, then I'll stick around until it gives me another couple good trades. I'm up for the session, 78, yeah. And last night I was up to like 186 or something like that. Yeah, right. Yeah. This gives me, yeah, so 78 plus 30, which is the difference. You know, it gives me like 118. So, yeah. Not that bad. Right. Let's see if it gives me anything else. All of them now, yeah, starting last night. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't want to be trading then. It's a buy signal there. And I kind of like it. I think I would go. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll get out. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I looked at our strength differential and I thought, okay, it looks like it's gonna go up. So, but I'll get out here with short change if it lets me. Thought it was gonna let me there for a second. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, was it? All right. I guess I'm gonna have to journal this as an error. I'm hoping it'll let me out for a couple dollars. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Took about 40. Yeah. That was a bad trade though, so I gotta take responsibility for that. Long 10 seconds. Setup quality was, I'm going to say a B at best. Buy signal. No clean sequence. Overall read was a wait, but I traded anyway. Directional alignment was bear aligned. And conflict was time frame conflict. Dashboard signal was a wait. My entry was early. My result was take profit 1. I held it correctly. 40 bucks. Trade process error. Okay, that's my net. Yeah, I'll probably quit. I'll probably maybe I'll switch to just a I don't know what I should do. Like right now we don't have any audience here on YouTube. We have maybe a couple of viewers, but like I don't know if I should, you know, when I hit my nut, call it and assume that people who are trading with us, even though that's not financial advice, you shouldn't trade with us, but if they are, you know, assume they got their nut too, and we all call it a day at the same time. Or, you know, if I always just kind of make a commitment to stay on until, you know, at least 10 minutes after 10 or something like that. I don't know. I gotta think about that. I mean, I suppose if we want to be a regular fixture in, you know, traders' lives who are trying to learn from us, we have to be somewhat regular with our, you know, like if we're going to trade from 8 to 10, you know, I come on at 7:45 and, you know, I sign off at 10 minutes after 10, assuming the market, you know, assuming we're done. Yeah. So even if I hit my nut sooner than that, you know, I think then I should either stay, and I guess this is the debate I'm having, should I stay on and just comment and not do anything, or should I switch to just an eval account and continue to trade, but, you know that I got my nut in all of my accounts. I'm, you know, locking that in and then just trading for the rest of the session on a eval account. But then I feel like if I take losses, even if it's on the eval account, that's going to affect my psychology, right? And I don't need that. Like if I got my nut for the day, my psychology should be positive. I'm not just putting capital at risk. I'm putting my psychology at risk by continuing to trade, even if it's on an eval account. That's the debate or the dilemma that I'm having. Okay, good chat. I know, I'm just giving you shit. Right? Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah. right, right, right. Yeah, right, 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 right. And then on days where maybe I've already taken a loss, like maybe let's say I had taken losses and I had to quit, then I could switch to a demo account, continue to trade, maybe get a win, and and impact my psychology positively. Who knows? Yeah, 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 yeah. Right, right. Yeah, that's true. Right, right, right. Exactly, exactly, exactly. R- r- right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We had a sell signal there a few bars ago, but sitting on support, sitting right on the MM2 as well. Yeah. Yep. Happened at what bar is this? This bar right here on 9:18 and 50 seconds. Is when it came in. Right, I got both. Yep. I didn't get a buy signal, but I'm about to get a buy signal now, I bet. Gone right up into the daily pivot. I want to take this buy for a couple pips. No, I'm not going to. I mean, I guess I got my nut because last night and today actually total an even 300 gross. Minus fees and commissions, I'm under that. And I got 186 last night, so, I underperformed today, but whatever. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right. No. Yeah. Let's see what I'm gonna check my trades. So, oh, nice. Yep, this still did not give the buy signal. There's the buy signal. Yeah. I think it's right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. I did not update my stats panel. For shame, for shame. So $300 even netted me 268.08. Yeah. Yeah, fees and commissions. Yep. Yeah, but it depends on how many trades that took me to do. Like if that had only been one trade, then it wouldn't be anywhere near that much. That was like I want to say I took 3 or 4 trades last night, so it's like 6 trades. Yeah. No, the first 2 days on the indicators were losing days. Yeah, I lost substantially. I think I lost like 400 one day and maybe 500 the next day. But then it then it clicked for me and I started turning it around, and it's like oh yeah, I read the manual. Yep. No, I thought the manual was pretty good. Oh, okay, yeah. Can you imagine if you said, yeah, I redid it. I made it worse. Let me send it to you. Yeah. Nice. Got it. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, we're again right into resistance on the 1 minute. We were here a few minutes ago. The I'll check it out again. I want to I mean like whatever I've been doing for the last 6 days has been working, and I know I'll hit a losing streak or something, but I'm feeling very optimistic about this indicator and how it has given me some structure. I think I spent a lot of time being a better trader than than my balance was giving me credit for. And there's yeah. Right. And it made me think that, when we first started, we were getting that first indicator from whatever lead algo, and it had that volume indicator that breakout indicator on the bottom. Yeah, and so we had something like, even though I was not nearly a good enough trader to make it work for me at the time, we had something that was kind of serving the same purpose as this indicator is now for us, like giving us a clear entry signal that then we evaluate. But we got 1 minute for 9:30. And so, yeah, it seems like, okay, I'm going back really to the basics of where we first started, but now I have all this experience as a trader, which makes all the difference. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Getting an impulse down here, and we have 4, 3, 2, 1, 9:30, which is when the equities market opens, and we get a big push down. Look at that. I got a sell signal, and we're already almost at take profit too. That's a very fast mover. Something you can't get in that at 9:30. Too much algorithm battle going on. I had to check myself to remember that, oh yeah, I'm not trading. Yeah, I was like, well, let me see if this is going to continue. I might want to jump in this sell, and then I'm like, wait a minute. What's up? I'm on camera. Yep. Yeah, yeah. We've got another buy signal here, which if somebody takes it, I guess they can, but yeah, we can call it. Interesting that it pushed down to the bottom of the range, swept the lows, and now it's pushing up. This is probably the move here. If we got that buy entry there, that beep that we heard a few seconds ago, it did hit TP1. It pushed through some resistance. I don't think I would have taken that trade for two reasons. One, it was, still 9:30 and the algorithms are battling it out, and two, it was right on a resistance on the 1 minute Takanashi that still hasn't disappeared. It's still there. even though we're kind of through it. All right, we can call it. Yeah, yeah. All right, I'll catch you this evening. All right, have a good one. All right, YouTube. All right, I guess we will call it here. Had 2 trades, gave us our nut, and that's just what it's going to be. It's a slow Monday, so that is the way it goes. I'll be here tonight, 7:45 p.m. Look for it on YouTube. Set your alerts. All right.